My dad's very protective. He'll do anything for his kids, right? But it ends up backfiring on him because we act more irresponsibly because we know he's there to save us, right? So like recently, my little sister, she's the baby, you know? So she was driving her car in Massachusetts, a state over from where my parents live in Rhode Island. Her car starts breaking down. And her first instinct is just call my dad and go, Dad, my car's breaking down. It's in Massachusetts. I gotta go to work. Can you go get it? And he just goes, okay, just does it, does anything for us, goes all the way to Massachusetts, takes a cab to a bus, to another cab. He gets there, the door's locked. She forgot to leave the door open, right? He calls her at work. She has to get pinged at work. It's embarrassing. He has a temper. It's like, boom, Monica, your dad's on line one. He's like, what are you doing? You left the car, I can't get the car. Why you left the car? He's like, I didn't left the car. He's like, you left the car, I can't get in. He hangs the phone, then he calls his tow truck buddy, because he just has weird friends everywhere. Because he's a dad. The guy comes, unlocks the door. When the door opens, a waft of pot smoke billows out of the car. He's Muslim. He doesn't even drink. He looks down. There's a bong laying on the driver's seat. A bong? It's like, what are you, a cartoon character? Like, who's smoking a bong and driving? Like, how high are you trying to get? It's like, get a joint, be responsible, have a hand free. Grow up. So my dad calls my mom. He's like, she's a pothead. I knew it. She's a pothead. My mom calls my sister. It's like, boom, Monica, your mom's on line one. She's like, what are you doing? Dad's going crazy. I don't know what you're talking about. She hangs up the phone. My dad tows the car all the way back to Rhode Island. He looks at the car and he realizes that's not her car. Just towed some stranger's car. Towed some pothead's car. And it wasn't even on the side of the road, it was in their driveway. They just took a car out of a driveway. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave my car in a driveway in Massachusetts. This poor pothead comes out of their house, they're just like, oh, shit. Where did I? Just goes on an adventure looking for their car. I thought I had a car. Did I have a car? My mom started freaking out. She's like, honey, this is a federal offense. You took a car over state lines. So she made my dad call the cops, and he's like, hello, I'd like to report a car theft. It was me, I stole the car. I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back. And then he just put it back in the driveway and left. It's like, this poor pothead just comes back from their adventure, and they're just like, the driveway. Should have checked the driveway. It's always the last place you look. My uncle on my Pakistani side, he doesn't like hearing bad things about Pakistan, so he doesn't like hearing a lot of things. And just the right amount of laughter. I went to his house, and at his house he only has Pakistani Indian TV, which if you haven't seen it is like 24-hour music videos and soap operas. But every Indian music video is the same exact music video. Right? It's all a guy chasing a girl, but there's a pillar in the way. And he's like, he can't get around the pillar. The pillar is like the #1 form of birth control in India. It's not working too well. There's a lot of Indians. There's a break in the music videos, on comes the news. News starts talking about a Pakistani terrorist. And my uncle's like, no. You see these guys that are Pakistani? They're actually Indians pretending to be Pakistani. I'm like, how would you know that? He said, because they're uncircumcised. I said, how would you know that? I said, because after they blow themselves up, they find the bodies uncircumcised. So my uncle thinks after a terrorist blows himself up and the buildings around him and the dust settles, laying in the dirt is just an unscathed, uncircumcised penis. And then there's a huge government cover-up. We can get these dicks out of here. The president's coming. Whose job is that? There's just a crate filled with Indian dicks in the back of a warehouse next to the Ark of the Covenant. Don't open that box. That's the dicks bouncing. I was in a bar recently. This guy came up to me all friendly, and he goes, "Hey, buddy, what's your name?" And I said, "Ahmed." And he said, "Where are you from?" And I said, "Rhode Island." And he said, "Where are you originally from?" I said, "I'm sorry, California." And he said, "But if your name's Ahmed, how are you from America?" And I said, "The same way your name's not Squanto." Thank you. Read a book. And then he said, "My name is Squanto." I said, "Okay, sorry about that. You guys can have it back."